Hello and welcome to Cinemondo Girls Edition. I'm here with Lara, and we met on a horror Slack group, just like I met Elizabeth. We're all in the same horror group, and we love horror movies. That you cannot offend us with horror movies. We love them, and so knowing that as women, we latch on because you don't find that many women who love horror. So it's like grab, not like
immediate friends.
Grab. That didn't look right. That was terrible. But so I'm very excited about Indian horror because anything that can be new in the horror genre, I'm all for it because I feel like I have seen everything and anything. How do you feel about
Same.
that?
Oh, absolutely. It's same. You feel like you're watching the same movie over and over, just a different director, and 5 years later.
Yeah. And part of me, I think that's where I find the comfort in a way because they are kind of formulaic. I'll start watching maybe go, oh, it's isolation horror. They're going up to a house they just moved into out in the middle of the country and things are going to go wrong and everyone's going to fall apart. Da, 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 da. I love that formula. But hey, new versions of it with new cultures, new languages, new everything. That gives it a whole new sheen. I love that. So we got a lot of requests for this one. It was also the director, Vikram Kumar, also did 24, which we got a lot of requests for. So that was a time travel, not the TV show, but the time travel movie 24. We're going to try and do full reviews of all these films because if they're horror and genre films, I make an extra point of watching this. If they star cute actors, all the better. That helps.
Even better.
Pushes it over the edge.
Putting this on the list.
Putting it on the list. 24 has a cute one. We have not seen what do the star. We don't try and do too much research before this. It's called 13B. I think it's going to be one of those move into an apartment genres, which I'm hoping because I love those. We'll see what happens. Of course, there's always something wrong at the apartment. I mean, one of the best ones I ever saw was probably The Tenant because it was so dark and twisted by Roman Polanski. The tooth in the wall was just... and I love when he hits the kid down at the park who has a little boat and the kid turns around and goes, what? And the guy, he just goes, pow, and hits the kid in the face. It was kind of intense. Roman Polanski starred in it too. But this is probably gonna be a whole different version of that. no child abuse.
Maybe? Question mark.
So we're gonna take a look at this and see what it is, if it will measure up to our horror standards. We shall see if we can predict the ending just by looking at this trailer.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Shit.
So
that was very short.
It's giving me very, let's see, vibes from what was the photography movie with Pacey Witter?
Oh, right. Pacey from
Dawson's Creek. I can't think. Joshua Jackson.
I like him. He's cool.
It was like the Asian remake, but he was
right. Was that Shudder? No.
It might have been.
Maybe it was.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it did have sort of surveillance vibe to it. They had all those TV screens.
It had like the Ring vibes, right, with the TV.
Very much Ring.
The photo or whatever of the distorted face. So
right.
You know what? I'm kind of into it. I would watch this.
I pretty much watch anything horror, even if it's garbage. So
yeah, same.
I will definitely watch this.
Curate for me. I'm watching it.
It looks very low budget, but that could be the trailer. The trailer was very this is an older movie. It's like 2009. Think how long ago that was. That's a very long time ago.
Oh god.
I just can't imagine. So it was also very short. It almost seemed like a teaser trailer, but I like the kind of desaturated tones, the kind of green desaturated tones, and I don't know if that's the whole movie, but the trailer had that. and I like the sort of random quick cuts to like scary stuff, like the guy with the crazy white eyes or the axe and the people suddenly being dragged. It's like, okay, something weird's happening. And then that big wall of TVs, like you were talking about, like the Ring vibe you get from seeing a bunch of video sources. That was kind of interesting because now you just have a phone. In this one, you had a bunch of TVs. I like how you're like, you have your own 13B happening in the background.
I do have my own.
You're being attacked. But it looks pretty fun. I mean, this obviously, this is low budget horror, and we love that.
I wonder, is this prior to 24?
No, 24 is 2016.
After.
This is before. It's 2009, so 24 came after.
Interesting.
But maybe they went back in time to film it. I don't know.
He could have.
He could have time traveled.
So, I am very curious to see how this movie does. It doesn't look like the box office was a hit.
No. Horror is a whole other level when it comes to box office. I mean, now they're kind of trendy. 2009, they were sort of starting to come back. And also, I feel like Indian horror's kind of a new one for me. Like, I haven't seen that many. I've asked for a lot of referrals for horror films, and so far they've been really solid. I mean, Toombad was amazing, which we definitely need to work to do a review of. That was incredible because it's more fantasy oriented and had a really cool location. It's interesting to see them try a kind of genre film that we've seen in America, which is the haunted apartment idea. So I'm very interested in seeing how that works. trying to talk. I'm just trying to pretend like it's not happening.
It is, yeah.
The demon in the background.
Essentially is what's happening. I love like a haunted house, a haunted apartment movie, like anything that has to do with like, I got this apartment dirt cheap. And like, why was this house for sale? Like,
there was a murder, but that's okay. I don't care.
Everything's great. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, again, like this is a low budget horror film. I'm happy to watch it. This guy looks like he's like a pretty talented director, and this might be him working under constraints, but we're going to take a look at this movie and see what happens.
Well, I can't wait to watch it.
All right. So I'm going to let you go so you can do your exorcism, and and we'll catch you guys next time. Be sure and let us know if you have any other horror movies you want us to watch. We've gotten some lists, but anytime you guys want to add more horror movies to the list, we love it. So be sure to do that. Thanks, Lara.
Bye.
Thanks, Amelia. Bye.